Hey guys, GNT here, and today I want to talk about Volume 3 of Sonic the Hedgehog, the IDW comic. Just gotta make sure that people understand that. But yeah, it was pretty dope. It was like a whole volume of battle. That was real good. A whole volume of battle. The battle against Neo Metal Sonic slash Metal Overlord, Overlord, or well, they just call himself Master Overlord. So, tomato. It's about the same thing. Like, here was the thing. You know, it started off, taking up from the last thing in Volume 2 where they were getting ready to go and battle. They start up, they make a plan first, of course, because everybody has to have a plan. And, plans never go as planned in anything. Like, I've never read something where they're like, we're making a plan, and the plan works. No. They made a plan. Of course, it didn't work well. They had everybody involved, though. It was like Smash Brothers. Everybody that matters is here. Oh, goodness. They're always like, everyone is here. No, everybody that matters is here. They just left out all the other people. But yeah, so you have my boy Shadow show up, and it was a good time. Like, I'm skipping ahead. Sorry, very excited. Just finished reading it. I'm all over the place. First, let's start off at the very beginning of this here volume. They were working on the plan, right? They even got Tangle and Whisper in on it. And Whisper's being Whisper and not saying anything because she's Whisper. And Blaze comes up with a dope idea. She's like, why don't I just turn up the heat? Go in and light them up. And they were like, but if you show up with your dang soul emeralds and he copies your biometric data and uses them against us, then we're kind of screwed because he has even more power. So, we're going to let you go off and do your own thing. And here's the thing, because, I thought when they said that she wasn't going to use them, but she did. She went and destroyed, a whole fleet alone. It was dope. It was good stuff. I'm glad they did that. We're finally getting more use out of Blaze. Because, Sega never uses the character anymore. It's like, yeah. For all you people that like Blaze, here you go. Comics. Well, can I use her in the game? No. But you get some good stuff here in the comics. And she was Team 1, I believe. And then you have Team 2, which is everybody except Sonic and Knuckles. This is the weirdest team makeup I've ever seen. Like, Team 1, one person. Team 2, almost everybody. Team 3, Sonic and Knuckles. It's like, I get the joke. Well, I guess it's not a joke, but more of a reference. Team 3, Sonic and Knuckles. I get it. Or maybe I'm reading too much into it and that wasn't what they were referencing, but that's what it seemed like. It's like, Team 3 is Sonic and Knuckles. I get it. Haha. Haha. Anywho. The thing is, Sonic and Knuckles were to go and fight freaking Metal Sonic. Sorry, I have music playing in the background. I know you guys can't hear it, but it's bothering me. Okay. Yeah, I have had a YouTube music going with a playlist that was built off of what I'm made of, which leads us to the next thing. See, I'm trying to work all this stuff in together. You had Sonic and Knuckles going after Metal Sonic, right? Neo Metal Sonic, because he has bigger spikes. But they got there, and they were talking about the resistance and all this stuff, the rebels, and he made a reference again. This comic is so much fun when they do this type of stuff. But he was saying that he wasn't worried about the rebels, because soon enough there'll all be a black mark on the floor. And I was like, oh. The music references. It was like, my goodness. I immediately was like, oh, it's what I'm made of. Oh man, it's what I'm made of. But let's name the song for the two people who aren't, you know, super Sonic fans watching this video. But yeah. One thing I missed though, because I have it wrote down here. See, I look down at what I wrote down, because whenever there's a reference or at least something that I pick up on, I jot it down so I'll know when I do this here talking, you know, so I don't miss anything. I've only caught a few. I'm sure there was some that I missed, but you know, it is what it is. Anywho, here's something that I was starting to pick up. Like, it seems like this whole thing is basically, this whole arc is basically an homage to the Sonic era before, let's say, Generations. No, before Colors. No, Generations, because the Whisper in it. Like, this is supposed to be a continuation of Forces, but everything feels like before Forces. Like, let's just forget about Forces and anything having to do with it outside of them having a team. But yeah, this mostly feels like Sonic Heroes 2.0, or I guess we could call it Sonic Heroes if it was good. That's what this whole arc is. It's just a better version of Sonic Heroes. And they threw in a lot of different nods to other stuff in the Sonic series. Like I said before, Generations popped up. Because you have the extreme gear from Sonic Riders. I never thought that we would ever see anything about that ever again. But when Sonic and Knuckles were leaving the dang ship to go and fight Metal Sonic, Amy was like, grab your extreme gear. And I was like, extreme gear? They're boarding out here? Yes, they are. Hopped on those boards and went. I was like, oh, that's awesome. Wish we could have seen more of it. Like, maybe they could have had a couple of panels of them like racing through to get to Metal Sonic, but that's not what happened. So it's whatever. It's fine. It's just nice to have them mentioned, because Sonic Riders was dope before the whole Connect thing. Anywho, yeah, but back to what I was saying, the black mark on the floor thing, that reference to the song What I'm Made Of was dope. And then they started fighting him and he went all super Neo Metal Sonic. And he I don't know if he says it's right before he did it or after he did it, because, you know, mine's a little jumbled right now, but he said, show me what you're made of. I'm like, come on, man. You can't do two references to the same song. I think they were like 2 or 3 pages apart. So it was like, man, you know, if you didn't know that that's what he was referencing before, now you definitely know. He was like, show me what you're made of. I was like, I personally would have made Sonic say, we'll show you, you know, what we're made of, or I'll show you what I'm made of, you know, better, closer. But it's cool. I just dig the references because I'm that type of guy. I make a lot of references. I like it when people make references. It is what it is. It was good stuff. But yeah, they battle him. He's all super formed, and then you know, he was wrecking them. Like, he was destroying Knuckles and Sonic. Then your boy Shadow shows up, saves the day, or so you think. Because it turns out that what Metal Sonic was waiting for was Shadow to show up so he could copy his data and become the ultimate Neo Metal Sonic Master Overlord. Goodness. Or the perfect version of Sonic. That's what he kept calling himself. He's like, I am Sonic perfected. And I was kind of digging that. I kind of like the lines like that, because, you know, you don't hear a lot from Metal Sonic. When you see him, he just kind of shows up and you kind of jump on him a couple of times and then he kind of just falls apart. But the best thing about this comic is that it gives a lot of characters that didn't have much personality, or they just don't get enough screen time to have personality, a personality. That's what it did. It gives them personality. Like Metal Sonic, it even had in there a little section, because I'll get to it when I get to it. Let's finish this up first, because like I was saying, most of the book is this battle, because they're showing you all over the battle's happening all over the place. But here's the thing: while they're battling, there's a little back I guess a side story happening where Flip, what was that dude's name? I'm gonna pull open the book because I got it right here in my hands. Dr. Starline. Yes, he has Rough and Tumble with him. I think that was the names. It's cool if I don't remember, because they're not very interesting characters, to be honest. They're just dumb guys, and they even called them dumb guys. They called them, stupid muscle. So it's kind of lame, those characters, but I'm assuming at some point they'll become more interesting, I hope. But yeah, this Dr. Starline, he has them go pick up Eggman, bring him back, and they basically just start zapping him to turn him back into regular Eggman, because he was Mr. Tinker still, helping the kids, out here in the streets, helping the chillins, making sure they having a good time. And then they're like, nah, we can't have that, bro. You got to be Eggman. And they did the stuff. It wasn't working. And boom. Sorry, I just dropped the comic. Here's where it ties into the rest of the stuff. As Sonic and the team, they end up beating Metal Sonic. It's a glorious battle. Like, they fly a ship into him, because he turns into the final form that you had from Sonic Heroes. Tails flies a whole battleship into him. It's freaking cool. Knuckles rips out the Master Emerald from him. It's all great. Great stuff. I just lightly went over that. I'm not going into heavy details, but good stuff. And afterwards, Shadow leaves because he's Shadow, and I really like that. I liked they didn't have him stick around or anything, because it would be cool to have more Shadow in the book, but I do like having characters act the way it's supposed to act. And once the battle was done, Shadow said, alright then, I'm out. I see you guys next time. Deuces. And everybody started doing their own thing. I dig that. Really glad that that's what happened. It wasn't like, hey, we're just gonna keep everybody around so you can have all your characters here. No. They're gonna go off and do their own things. Cool. So, Sonic and Tails takes Metal Sonic, and they for some odd reason, they fix him up a little bit, just enough to be able to move around and stuff. And they're like, oh, you can go do whatever you want now. You don't have to listen to Eggman's orders. You can be your own bot. So he goes back to Eggman. And that's where the stories link up. Because as they're trying to bring back Eggman, it's just clearly not working. Metal Sonic walks in, and Eggman remembers Metal Sonic, Apparently he has fond memories of him. It's almost like a father-son thing when you see that. And it was kind of cool to see, because, like I was saying, it's giving more personality to Metal Sonic. Like, he was sitting there, and Eggman was talking about, he said, oh, how dare Sonic do this to you? It's like you punched him in the face. You did punch him in the face, right? And Metal Sonic has a thumbs up. I'm like, see, this is what I'm talking about. Some personality, man. And it shows why, instead of doing his own thing, he'd rather try and help Eggman, or rather continue his plans, because there's actually emotion and a father-son relationship going on there. It makes everything make sense, It's cool. I really enjoyed that. I thought that was a great thing to do. Sorry, I had to skip to the next track on my music. Like I was saying, it was a really good thing to do. Add that little dynamic to the character. But yeah, the rest of the book is basically just a wrap up of this arc. There we go. Goodness, I couldn't talk properly for a second there. So yeah, they just chill, hang out. Everybody's being themselves, and then we get the ending where they're talking about, Doctor, you're not gonna release that on the world, are you? And he's like, yeah, and boom, end of volume. It was good. It was really good. Like, man, I don't really do the whole American comic thing anymore because they kind of suck. But this here, this is pretty dang good. It's a great read, a good time. I suggest, you go try it out, It's again, like I said in the first video that I did on this, if you're a Sonic fan, try it out. It's good. It is. It's a really good time. And then you can do what I do. Just crank you up some Sonic tunes, like some music from some Sonic video games that playing in the background while you read. It enhances the experience, especially when they're making references to the songs. Never Feel the Fall and all that. It's just, oh goodness. I'll be a black mark on the floor, Nice little references to songs, and if you're listening to the songs while reading that stuff, it's a good time. Anywho, I hope you guys enjoyed this here video and me just talking about this here volume of Sonic the Hedgehog. There's gonna be a video on volume 4 coming soon. Be ready for it. This has been GNT talking about comics again. Peace out and have a great day.